Hello and welcome to the National Debate. I'm Madhavdas G. Viewers, days after the tragic stampede, questions on the administrative failure continue to haunt the Stalin government. 41 innocent lives crushed due to mismanagement, and as politics and blame game continues, the Madras High Court today took up petitions on the stampede. The court has pulled up the Stalin government and has also issued some directives to the Tamil Nadu government for further rallies. The court has told the government that it is the duty to ensure safety of people and that the welfare and safety of public is of utmost priority beyond political lines. It has added that people may belong to any political party and can be supporters of any party, but it's the duty of the government to ensure their safety. Beyond the politics, many are also raising questions on why no FIR has been registered against actor Vijay yet. Is this because of his popularity? And is the DMK playing it safe to ensure that Vijay cannot play the victim card? Is politics driving the Stalin government's decision at the cost of justice? Let me quickly introduce our panelists now joining us here in the studio. We have Mr. Kalyan Ravan, senior leader of the BJP. Ranjana Nachyar is spokesperson of TVK. We have Salem Dharanidharan, national spokesperson of the DMK. Dr. P. Pularao, political analyst, is joining us here in the studio. Kapil Madan, advocate and political analyst, is with us. And we also have with us Kovai Sathyan, national spokesperson of AIDMK from Chennai, and Nadia Sargro, associate partner of MZM Legal, joining us live. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's quickly take this across to the first set of points in terms of what really has transpired in the court and what really have the courts said. This is what the High Court has said. The first trap is that they have said it's the duty of the government to ensure safety of people. They've also gone on to add that welfare and safety of people is of utmost priority, and they've also added that the welfare is important beyond political lines. Very, very important statement there coming in. Wrap number 4, government's duty to ensure safety of supporters of any political party. This is, of course, very, very significant that this is coming in from the High Court. Let's take a quick look at what really they have given in terms of directives as well. The first directive is that there will be no campaigns, rallies in highways. Very significant. No new permissions for campaigns until the SOPs are issued. Directive 3, basic needs of people such as water should be ensured. Directive number 4, in fact, these are some of the directives that have come in at the moment, but we will quickly open this up for debate, and let me take this across to our panelists joining us. Salem Dharanidharan, first question to you. Obviously, the High Court has found it befitting that there is something wrong that has happened on ground, which is why they have gone and issued these directives to the government. Somewhere there's a sense that the government has not ensured foolproof arrangements to make sure that such tragedies don't happen, as we have seen in Karur.
See, the court has also declined permission for CBI probe. The court has also declined the bail request. The court merely reiterated what is duty of a democratic government, any government, providing it's a duty of the government to protect his people. It's a duty of the government to do welfare for his people. It's all known. Have they come explicitly and the court said the police had done a wrong? No. In fact, during the Tiruchi rally, the first rally, we gave 40 conditions. The Tamil Nadu police gave 40 conditions and also gave a suitable venue. Rejected all the options given by Vijay's party TVK and gave a suitable venue for the rally. Right? And after that rally, they went to the court and then got some of these conditions exempted. And court said, if anything goes wrong, it solely lies with Vijay. It's the responsibility of Vijay and his party TVK. Or I'm not Vijay, but the party TVK, because you're representing a party. So, now it is a private event. There were 500 police officers there for 10,000 people, which is 20 people, 1 police officer. And why did this tragedy happen? Because the last minute, unannounced, he went inside the caravan. Normally it is his procedure that he stands in top of a podium inside the caravan and waves people as he's going to the final spot from where he speaks. But in Karur he changed because he wanted to show a lot of people irresponsibly. So he went inside the caravan. What happened because he went inside the caravan and he turned off the lights of the caravan? People who couldn't get a glimpse of him for some kilometers had started following him. Thousands of people. So that resulted in 32, 42 people being there. And that is the problem. Yeah. And the last important point which I have to make, which no one made. No, 10 seconds. This is the last.
Quickly.
So, Hathras tragedy happened, okay? Hathras in UP. 80,000 people are supposed to attend, 2.5 lakh people attended, 240 people died of stampede. What did Yogi Adityanath say? That this is conspiracy of the opposition.
We will come to the politics.
This is quiet event. What does the government have to do?
We will come to that. Let's discuss what has happened right now at the High Court level first. And I want Rajna to respond to that. Rajna Nachyar, the responsibility lies with TVK, firmly says the DMK. And it is a fact that the High Court has also questioned the council. She has said, as event organizer, don't you have any responsibility? How can the TVK brush off its responsibility for such a huge tragedy happening?
According to these MHA and NDMA guidelines, the state government must approve taking the risk assessment and other safety ensures and the medical readiness. All these things they have to ensure before approval of any rally, any party. But if the government, state government, have approved the rally, they should have keep it ready about the protocols, the medical emergencies, and all this. If they have failed to do all this, the government is a failure. The ruling government failed to ensure the safety of the people, and it is not TVK's fault. Our duty is to do the rally,
no, but what
and we don't want to wash our hands just like that, putting the blame on the ruling government. It is a shared responsibility to manage crowds.
But ma'am, no water provided over there, overcrowding. Vijay at the last minute, causing the surge of fans just to show extra numbers as he is alleging. All of these, are they facts or not? The allegation of DMK, is it correct or not? You've not responded to that.
I have one more point, sir.
One second, let her complete. There's a question for her.
No, actually there were water bottles, biscuits, everything was provided, but still it was a lack in, because unexpected crowd was there. We expected 10,000. We have underestimated the crowd. We have underestimated the love for people, for Vijay, for 10,000 people. It came to around 27,000 to 30,000.
Because has the underestimation happened in all the other rallies as well, where people have been injured in district after district?
It happens because he is a stardom leader. It happens in everywhere.
But the counter argument can be, you can also organize these rallies in a controlled event, at a ground, at a hall, at an auditorium, where these kind of stampedes will not happen at least. Why is your party not doing that? If you've seen this happen, there are safeguards that you can also do. You can choose to hold it within certain venues. Of course, nobody is letting the DMK off on its own accountability. But as a responsible political party, why didn't you do that?
We can have it inside in an indoor stadium and also in a larger ground. We have demanded for the larger venue, but the government didn't approve for the larger venue.
Government didn't approve the larger venue. We did not give the larger venue. Respond to.
No, the two venues, alternate venues which they sought are single lane roads, which you can also go, your local journalist can go and put a picture, which no channel have done so far, which also means that it's a smaller roads. They asked for rally only. They wanted to do rally in the road. They never said we wanted open ground, which we are happy to give, which they did for their previous big conferences. They wanted to rally on the road, and the previous two options sort of much narrower than this. That is why this option was provided. There are images, visuals for it, which has been floating in that platform. And more importantly, Vijay himself told around 7:20 or 7:15, 10 minutes before he had finished his speech, that police is doing a good job. I thank them. He has said it. This is the first time he has said, because the previous rally is only saying all the conditions are imposed because they're threatened by me. So she is telling it is a responsibility of the ruling party. But when we impose conditions, that is not me in the sense the police, right, which is independent of the DMK party, right, it's an institution. When that institution had imposed conditions, what did Vijay say? Vijay said, these conditions are only to thwart the growth of the party, they're adding additional impediment. Now, and even in this rally, Vijay did not follow a single protocol that was suggested by the police. In fact, there was no water available. That's what people on the ground are saying. Your local journalist who went there from Bangalore also has noticed that. Instead of coming at 8:45 in the morning, he goes at 1 o'clock to Namakkal and 7 o'clock to Karur. People are waiting for nearly 12 hours without food and water and heat, dehydrated. They started fainting and collapsed. The video has also emerged that it was Vijay's fan only through the slippers, because his wife or some close family members were fainting and falling down. He wanted to grab his attention so that something could be done to them.
Okay, I respond to that. Vijay is the one who has failed, because if you come so late, 10, 12 hours late, obviously there's going to be consequences. People are standing in the hot sun, point number one. And point number two, ambulances are passing by. Vijay is seen throwing water bottles. So he knew what was happening, yet he didn't stop his own rally. Why?
Yes, Vijay was delayed because but that was not intentional. It was happened because of the early engagements which happened in Namakkal, and also the traffic played a major role there because of the huge fans there also. Still, we have informed the police, as we know.
If he cancelled his engagements or his rally, he could have saved 41 lives, madam. That is the unfortunate reality.
No, we don't
today.
expect everywhere the loss of lives. We don't expect everywhere.
But if this is the kind of delay, and you've seen the experience in the past,
Vijay is
then
not a
somewhere
person.
somewhere you have to consider the impact of your actions.
Definitely, Vijay is not a person who comes everywhere late. He's a man of punctuality. He comes to the shooting even before 1 hour. But for political reasons, because of the crowd and the earlier engagements only, it happened, because which is unintentional. I would like to say again and again, which is unintentional, and he felt very sorry for that. And the ambulances coming in between and between suspicious over suspicious in these things, no? The ambulances were empty.
Yeah.
And we don't know for what reason this ambulance is coming with the TVK flag.
Okay. Ambulances coming with the TVK flag.
Yeah.
So that means it's your party that was holding that particular ambulance?
No.
Then?
It is not our party's ambulance. We don't know. Even we are very suspicious. Why even Vijay was suspicious. He was telling that why the ambulance is coming with
Quick rebuttal for it.
why
I have to tell you
very quickly, 30 seconds. Let me bring in Kovai.
Yeah, Namakkal rally itself, 30 people fainted. They were admitted in the hospital, which is ground, which journalists have also verified. Right? Even they can't deny it. And secondly, he boarded his charter plane only at 8:45 a.m. in the morning. People are standing there since 8. So who told them to come? It is the TVK leadership which has told his fans and cadres to come at 8 o'clock itself. When Vijay has to board a 8:45 flight, which means he has to leave his house at 7. So that means at 7 o'clock you have told the leadership, I will be delayed. So please ask them to come after 10. Because it's only common sense that he's only going to reach by 9:30.
That's what we were just debating. Actions of Vijay are questionable, but there's an entire question about ambulances being used which have TVK flag. TVK says these are not our ambulances. Kovai Sathyan, you've had a similar experience. Your party leaders have, especially Mr. EPS, has been talking about this mysterious ambulances that appear during rallies.
Good evening, Mother. 41 innocent lives are lost. And those lives are lost not because of a natural disaster. Those lives are lost because of a man-made disaster. And those men belong to the government, ruling government, and a couple of them belongs to the TVK party as well. We cannot ignore. Neither DMK nor TVK so far had taken responsibility or accountability to deliver justice to the innocent victim families. All they are interested is to play the blame game, tu me. And so far there is no statement from MK Stalin, the head of the state, nor from Vijay, the leader of the TVK party. They've never made a statement saying that we take accountability and we'll ensure that justice will be delivered to the victims and their families. And this is the plight. That's why our leaders stepped in and made the statement saying that after 2026 DMK formed the government, there will be an investigation and those who are guilty will definitely be punished. This is how somebody who are in a public life lead by example. Not by vanishing away 3 days from the incident place, and not by making statements like they are being threatened, there is an alliance theory that is emerging, and I have constituted a one-woman commission, all we have done best, but this is RSS behind this, BJP behind this. Some leader has to stand by example and lead by example. Unfortunately, neither DMK nor TVK are able to do so to infuse confidence in the minds of the people.
Right.
That's the reality on ground.
Right.
And today court's observation is also of paramount importance because it validates the allegation we made against DMK. Udayanidhi could get a better place in Karur to host a large number of people with better amenities and access. Why this location? This is what asked by the court. Is it a national highway or a state highway? Then they say it's a state highway. Did you collect rent for it? No. Why did you choose the state highway by causing hindrance to the people? Why not a better location was the question asked by the court, not by us.
Let me take that question across to Pull it out somewhere, but let others come in now. Pull it out somewhere or the other. What the High Court says, ADMK says, is upholding what we have said, justifying what we had said. The state government has been acting in a partisan manner, allowing certain rallies at certain locations for the DMK and a different yardstick used for political rivals. Respond to that.
The High Court has said something very usual. They've just made general comments. There's no pointed comments, they're opening
general comments.
And the second part is, if you want to go down the accountability road, Who was accountable for the Air India? I don't want to go about whataboutery. There's no such thing as accountability in our country. Things happen, we have to sort it out.
So we should not seek answers. We should not seek accountability.
Where was the accountability in these massive railway accidents taken place this recently? Hundreds of people died. You're talking about 41 precious lives. Agreed. What about the hundreds of lives? What about the hundreds of lives in New Delhi?
Absolutely, that's why we seek accountability there as well.
Before you ask for accountability, remember it's a very dangerous road to go on. Yes, set things right, find the blame and get it organized. To make pious statements when you're not in power, is that correct? When you're not in power, you can throw mud at everybody. When you're in power, what did you do?
Kovai Sathyan,
what did you do when you were in power?
Hmm.
To make pious statements, 41 precious lives? I feel even one life lost is dangerous. We must have accountability. It should apply to everyone. Without going into the field of whataboutery, apply to everyone. What happened to the Air India flight?
So who says don't apply to everyone?
That is what the court asked today.
Whether it's the RCB, whether it is the Allahabad tragedy, everywhere it's applied. Yes, Kovai Sathyan.
It is. You should have a balanced thing. When you're out of power, piety. When
No,
you're in
this is
power,
precisely what the court asked today. 41 precious lives are lost and we can't be a mute spectator. And the opening remark by Mr. Pullarao is a generic
precious
statement.
lives were lost in Ahmedabad.
I am seriously appalled by these kinds of statements by somebody who is senior on the panel.
Did you demand
One life lost or any number of lives lost is a common man's
Did you come
life.
out and do a dharna?
It is not going to bring back whatever narrative you give, whatever excuses you give, it's not going to bring back the life. But where is the accountability is what the court also asked today.
Okay.
That's what we are also asking as a responsible opposition. We are not playing the political scavenger role here. We are asking should DMK be held accountable or TVK?
Very
Who has to be accountable for this man-made disaster?
Absolutely. And let me bring in Nadia as well. Nadia, the question that then comes, I'm coming to each of you one by one, please. Nadia, the question that then arises is this. What about Vijay's own accountability? He runs away from Karur, does not meet the victims, does not go to the hospital. His own statement comes 3 days later. And even in that statement, he's not taking responsibility. He is calling it some kind of conspiracy like a film script. Is that how a leader of a state should be behaving? A future leader? A young leader?
So Madhav, I'll respond to your question outrightly, but first I just want to say that the examples drawn, 2 wrongs don't make a right, okay? The government should know that the safety of the citizens is not an option, it is obligatory. Okay, and now just to state that you cannot shove off your hands by doing the blame game. Yes, there is collaborative damage which has happened both at the organizers' end and at the state government's end in managing the entire event, which has been a total mishap. As far as Vijay's accountability is concerned, he is the person who is standing there. He is not used to seeing these stampedes. He is a person who has taken up to the media and has issued a press statement. He has stated that this is an unfortunate event, that what happened was not correct. The things that transpired during the entire event was not correctly done. There are so many things which have been alleged, that electricity was cut.
Let me remind you, Nadia Sarkar, not so long ago, in the neighboring state of Telangana, another film actor, Allu Arjun, was arrested.
Set in stone,
and that was not even a political rally. It was a film premiere, a film screening that happened where there was a death. He was arrested for that. He was held accountable for that. Vijay is far more responsible and accountable, ma'am. He is seeking to enter politics. If he can't even organize his rally straight, how will he run a government?
So that is a complete scenario, different scenario.
Coming one by one.
But TVK organizers had sought all permissions. Yes, TVK organizers had sought all permissions. We can't draw parity to Allu Arjun's, heroic entrance into an unannounced theatre in which basically,
he is far more responsible. If he is seeking those permissions, that makes him more accountable. He has not organized water or food. He's kept people standing in the sun for 12 hours. He has not made proper political organization. And that's why mainstream political parties say this would not have happened in our events.
This is what the state government had to ensure. The Madras High Court, right? But Madras High Court has also set in all of these points, stating that the state government did not ensure any of these things. I understand that the organizers who were on ground should have aligned with the state government to provide all of these things which were not done. But that does not make an act
Okay,
of
one by one. He's not coming. Just Kapil and Kalyan round of project. I'm coming one by one. Yeah. We have enough time. Coming to each of you. Yeah.
Yeah, let me make a very short point, Madhav. You have to look at it from this perspective, whether, this incident was a pure accident or whether there was an element of negligence. If there was an element of negligence, of course you have the state government who has transparently registered an FIR. There is also a probe committee and a retired High Court judge is probing the incident. So you have a situation where the government has acted swiftly. They have announced compensation for the people who have lost life. And also what appears and transpires is that the government is not trying to cut any corners. They want to conclude the investigation in a transparent manner. And that's how any prudent and responsible administration should behave. Now, at this point of time, whether there was any negligence on the part of the star, whether there was any shortage of food, water, etc., all these elements will be shown or, will be reflected during the course of the investigation.
Have you seen the press conference by the Tamil Nadu Additional Chief Secretary Madhav? Have you seen the press conference? There's an entire press conference on Vijay's lapses, and TVK has filed petitions where they're talking about the governmental lapses. So all this is out there over the last 1 week.
Madhav, that's what I'm saying. You will have investigation. There is an FIR. After the FIR, you will have a detailed charge sheet, and that's what conclusively demonstrate if there is negligence. Now, Madhav, what happens is that if there is a negligence by one person individual, in criminal law, you can't make a second person liable. So what I'm trying to say here is
I fail to understand one question. Kapil Pradhan, I fail to understand one question. Whose government was there in Telangana? It was the Congress government that arrested Allu Arjun. Why should that yardstick not be applied here?
So, again, Madhav, you will have to see the facts. You will have to see, the sequence of events and what is there.
1 week later, the sequence is not clear.
So now, no, hold on.
Allu Arjun was arrested within how many days?
Madhav, hold on. I am not trying to justify that, there should be an arrest. I am not trying to justify that there should not be an arrest. All I am saying is, it is only during the probe you will have people you will be able to fix if there is negligence. Who was the individual who was negligent?
Only during the probe we'll be able to fix negligence. Is that how it works? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Political parties soft peddling in this particular case because they're afraid of Vijay's fan base, their backlash coming on them. Is that what's happening in Tamil Nadu?
We have to differentiate between accident, negligence and conspiracy. Whether it is accident or not, yes, accident has indeed happened. Whether it is due to negligence or conspiracy, this is a question to be answered as far as Karur incidents are concerned. Now, let us begin with what the intelligence department was doing. 5 rallies have already been held by the Vijay TVK. Now, in all the 5 rallies, what is the composition of numbers? What is the expected number? What is the actual number? What kind of team was composition was that? That is children, women, youngster, boys, whatever category. Number 3, whether they are giving the number and then seeking the right place for that. These are the factors to be arrived to begin with before giving a space. Here in this case, what was originally sought for was a tri-junction, which is a large area which can accommodate as many as 50,000 people, not just 30,000 people as is being claimed today, or not 10,000 people as was claimed by TVK. It can accommodate 50,000 people. That was denied. A letter was given on the 23rd by TVK. I am defending TVK now. Okay. TVK had given a letter stating that we want this particular area, lighthouse area. That was denied and they were pushed into a narrow lane. Despite knowing the fact that the 5 rallies have had much more, 3 times, 4 times more number. Women, children, kids for that matter are all been thronging in that area. And the crowd nature is chaotic in nature. It is not an organized, disciplined crowd. All these parameters should have been considered by the police department or the administration before arriving at which is to be given. This is not done. Now, on top of it, now I am coming to the conspiracy theory. The moment the deaths were declared, by 8 o'clock in the evening, 8:45, somebody is sitting in Delhi is putting up the permission letter sought by TVK in his Twitter. That could have been given only by either the administration or by the police. Why did he give it? You want to put the blame on the government. A non-descriptive file that is lying in the police department is being handed over to some journalist in Delhi. What is that? The SP is missing. The DIG is missing. The IG is missing. The ADGP intelligence said to have been sitting in Karur at that time. All the 4 of them were missing in a situation where 6 o'clock people started thronging.
Respond to that.
Please allow me 30 seconds. 30 seconds,
quickly,
please.
Quickly conclude. Yeah, quickly. I want to get the answer from DMK.
All these 4 people did not go to a place where people were already suffocating by 8 hours before. By 12 o'clock, people were already suffocating as per information available. What these 4 most important police officials were doing, sitting very much in Karur.
Why were they not on the spot? If top police brass was there in Karur, why were they not on the spot, ensuring that arrangements are made, ensuring that law and order is in place, ensuring that overcrowding doesn't take place?
You know what? Firstly and foremost, I find it very appealing how the media flips it when it has to do with BJP and when it has to do with DMK. Same incident, I don't want to do whataboutery, same incident when it happened in UP. I was in the debate. They said, why are you doing politics, Congress and DMK? What will Yogi Adityanath do? It was a private event. What did Yogi do? I will bring the organizers, arrested them, ordered one retired judge committee. Same Yogi Adityanath, ADMK is inviting Tamil Nadu for rallies. Why are they not blaming him even once that what he did was wrong? At least my chief minister took accountability when he spoke. He said, I will look into what wrong has happened. The chief minister spoke on Wednesday, Kovai was lying. Firstly and foremost, the police officers did go to the spot, did all the recce, arranged 599 police officers were there on the spot. I will resign, sir, if it is a lie. There are 599 police officers on the spot. The DSP was there. None of us
Show me proof. The SP never visited. The person who is responsible for the district never visited the spot. Not even once.
Conclude your point.
I will tell you on fact, DGP has told this. DSP was there until the last moment. All this happened. Vijay's convoy was coming. Vijay's caravan was coming. The DSP sorry, if you interrupt, I'm not speaking.
Okay, one by one. There are many hands going up. Quickly,
DSP stopped Vijay's vehicles by standing like this, saying, don't go further. Because if you go, it will result in too much congestion. But Vijay's driver did not.
Then why did he stop?
Started going front.
But if that is the case, why didn't he stop him physically? He had the permission and he had the right to do so.
Listen, immediately.
He couldn't stop it. The government has failed to do it.
Why is Vijay not listening to the police? Firstly and foremost, why is Vijay not listening to the police? Then the higher official tried to contact Vijay. Sir, if you're not letting me speak, then I am not speaking. I'm walking away.
Simple question. I'm just asking you a simple question. If you're saying the DSP stood like that dramatically, stopped Vijay's convoy from going, the police can go and physically tell him not to go.
Yes.
Why didn't they do that?
They were going. Vijay's bouncers went to Vijay and said, don't do it. These videos are all there. I don't know why there is selective memory loss here.
Is that the case?
Video is there. Bouncer video is there. Bouncer was telling Vijay that people are fainting. There is a video there. There is a video next platform. Let me complete.
Let's get counters to them. You're making so many points. Let's go one by one, please.
Let me complete. I was not let to
respond to that point. No,
I have to complete now.
Let others also come in. There are many hands going up. Please allow.
You are not letting me complete. You are distorting the facts.
You asked a question. So 1 second, Salem Dharanidharan. There's no distortion.
10 seconds.
You are
10 seconds.
I will complete the narrative. Let TVK respond.
No.
Vijay did not listen to the police. It's a very serious charge.
Not just that.
No, that didn't happen.
There are videos there. He says that. Watch out, Salem Dharanidharan. Please allow me to moderate the debate. Allow me to moderate the debate. No, Salem Dharanidharan.
One more point.
Let her answer. Let her answer the question you are asking. Vijay did not listen to the police.
No.
Bouncers, police all told him don't go, and yet he went. Very serious charge. Very serious charge if true. Respond.
We, TVK leader and all our TVK cadres, we are all law-abiding citizens. We obey rules. We respect the police protocol and other things too. And what he is bringing a picture, a wrong picture, I will not accept all these blames. Okay. And you know that DMK people started, DMK and other party leaders also, they have started acting. Our leader, if he needs, he can act much more better than him. But he chooses to act only in cinema, not in the real life.
Madhav, 10 seconds. Also wants to answer together. You can respond to both of them. Kovai Sathyan. Your response to Salem Dharanidharan. He says the police was there, it is Vijay who did not follow the rules.
No, Madhav, allow me 10 seconds.
Yes, floor is yours, Kovai Sathyan. Respond to Salem Dharanidharan. Kovai.
Madhav, this is a news. So far, the DMK are saying that the police spoke to the organizer, the Pussy-Anna General Secretary, not to proceed forward. This is the first time the news is coming out saying that the police spoke to Vijay themselves. This is the news. And so far there is no news on how many victims had filed a complaint with the police.
How will he know? How is Kovai
Sathyan
part of the administration?
To the best of our knowledge, none of the victim family had filed a complaint yet. It's only the police who had registered a complaint so that they could curtail only with the organizers. Till such time this government has taken charge, they are auctioning common man's lives. Vikravandi 22, Kallakurchi 68, now 41. It is because of this failure and incompetence of this government, auctioning a common man's life. And where MKSN has taken accountability and made a statement saying that he will deliver justice for the innocent and victims' lives and victims' family. There is not anything on record. The One Women Commission, the terms of reference is still not out.
Okay.
And how will they do justice by inquiring on the ground?
I want Salem to answer that question.
This is
Salem,
the level of
respond.
incompetence
These are repeated failures of the government which shows incompetence in terms of administration and governance. Respond to
Compared
Kovai.
to any metric, data-wise, 2016 to 21, 21 to 24.5, from any metric, from law and order to control of drugs to even financial improvement, Tamil Nadu has improved by data. I can give any data you want, I can sit. Sir, if you repeatedly speaking, then I can't.
Okay, conclude.
Right? And again, TVK and BJP and ADMK were saying they were DMK people, they were throwing chappals at Vijay. But it was profoundly clear yesterday from the image which has emerged that a Vijay fan, his family members were fainting to draw his attention to the slippers. 10 minutes before that, his bouncers can be heard telling Vijay that people are fainting. There are hundreds of images of Tamil Nadu police helping people who have fainted. I think everyone here must have seen it in the X platform. Have you seen it?
No, I've not seen that.
You have seen it?
Let Kalyan respond to that. You respond to that. He says there are unfounded charges being made against our government. Respond to him.
And you see, first and foremost, crisis management is part of IPS training. Why the IPS officers were not there? Why just a DSP? Let me tell you my own experience. I am under Y category security. ADSP comes for my protection. For one individual, ADSP, next only to SP, he comes for my protection. For Vijay, such a huge rally of 30,000 and odd people, why only one DSP going and showing his hand dramatically? Is it not nonsense on the part of the government? Is it not administrative failure? Is it not negligence? When you pass on the letter at your disposal, is it not a conspiracy that you are trying to put it on another party, a newly emerging party? And the people are talking about the TVK. I'm sorry that they don't know how to defend themselves, very unfortunately. Here, let me tell you that they are political novice. And the crowd is it is a crowd you cannot ever control. Such a young crowd. They don't have the mind of their own.
Yeah.
They may be having voting power, but they don't have a mind of their own.
Yeah.
Who will have to control it? It is a law and order mechanism. That is what the High Court had said.
Bring in Nadia.
Wild accusation. How can I not reply? 10 seconds I'll reply.
What?
I'm asking the same question. His friend Yogi Adityanath, 140 people died, 2.5 lakh people came for the gathering. Why no SP? Why no DIG? Why no DG? Why not?
How do you know they were not there?
They were not there.
I am telling you here.
Yogi himself said it's a private event. Why should the SP be there? Why should the DIG be there?
Let me charge you here.
Samajwadi Party made accusation against Yogi
Balaji.
Adityanath on misadministration. Yogi Adityanath said you are doing politics with life of people. It's so this is an unfortunate incident that happened in private event. You are coming and blaming the administration.
This is not a private event.
Cheap politics.
This is not a private event. This is no way a private event.
One rule for DMK, really?
No.
Hypocrisy.
Not at all. In fact, the same rule
Even
has been
the news
applied.
channels, you are a part of it.
Debates have happened on Allahabad. One second. No, please. Calm down. Debates happened. Endless debates have happened on Allahabad. One second. Calm down. Let me set the record straight. We have debated Allahabad stampede. We have debated the RCB stampede in Bengaluru. We have debated the Allu Arjun stampede that took place in Hyderabad. And we are debating what has happened in Karur. So please don't level this false allegation.
No, there's a very different context. Allu Arjun is not a politician, he is a politician. When they register an FIR, when they arrest somebody, they have to be very careful, balancing assessment. You shouldn't boomerang. You just don't grandstand. There was grandstanding. No, you grandstand.
The law applies differently to politicians in this country.
You have to do the inquiry. And moreover, one thing you have
forgotten. Does the law not treat everybody equally?
No, one thing you have forgotten in this whole thing. For a government in power in any state, it is very difficult to control the opposition when they hold a rally. If anything will boomerang on the government saying you spoiled our rally. So you have to keep this in mind as any government, any state. If the same thing happens, they're rivals. And therefore the government has to be very, very careful in handling an opposition rally. And therefore, as far as arresting a superstar or a politician, they be very careful. They have to be careful.
So how careful will you be?
You just
Kalyanan, the one thing that I find amazing is that the BJP is speaking the same language as DMK. Because you have Annamalai saying that don't blame Vijay for what has happened. Why is the BJP also soft?
Alone for it. That's the point.
He's saying don't blame Vijay. It's a very clear. I can read out the quote. I'll read out the exact quote of Mr. Annamalai. He says it's not Vijay's fault. You are absolving Vijay entirely.
I have stated...
Are all political parties playing fast and loose with justice in this case?
I have stated the gross negligence. See, I am asking for 10,000 people. You know for sure that 30,000 people are going to gather. Now we are giving a false statement to the court saying that you have deployed forces to the tune of 1 is equal to 20. Where is the number? Count it. It is 30,000 people. That means you claim to have deployed 500 people. That means already it is 1 by 60. Already a chaotic crowd. Now the fact remains that there were hardly 150 policemen. Hardly 150 policemen. You could have gathered crowd from Namakkal, Salem, Coimbatore, Dindigul, Trichy and Madurai. All are within 2 hours distance. Most of the 6 places I have dealt.
On what basis do you say only 150? Because they are saying 500.
I am saying 150.
How?
Let them disprove me. Because I could see the police heads in the crowd.
Numbers are woefully inadequate.
They were not counting.
They're baffling. You're saying they're lying. They're lying.
The crowd of 30,000 people were sitting and counting the number of police. See, court has already SIT probe.
When there is a crowd of 500 policemen, obviously the SP will be there. If it is crossing 200, the SP will be there. When it is less than 200, the DSP will be there. When it is crossing
because the top officials were not there?
It's a logical thing.
Yeah.
It's a natural thing. They should have deployed to the tune of something like 1,000 policemen who are all accessible, who are very much available. They did not do it. They did not
but you know, Rajna, I must ask you a very simple question.
I have to reply.
Yeah, okay, quick response. The others also have to speak.
There were 599 police. Even the court had trust in the Tamil Nadu government. That is why it rejected CBI probe and has ordered a SIT. SIT is going to be monitored by the court. There is an independent judge, ex-judge who has been appointed. The committee reports are going to come out. You are going to know the truth. How is it possible? I ask viewers to think. In a crowd of 30,000 people to 1 lakh people, can you exactly count how many policemen were there? Right. The DGP himself, who has taken the oath, has come and said there were 599 police officers. If it is false, the IPS officer come under the Union Home Affairs Ministry. They can sack him for Department of Personnel and Training.
Yes.
They can sack him.
Okay. Kovai Sathyan wants to respond to that.
To me about it?
Kovai Sathyan.
Madhav, the estimated is 10,000. The additional chief secretary came and gave a press meet stating that 27,000 people turned for the venue. The public versus police ratio is 20:1. Going by her logic, there has to be 1,350 policemen. Now Mr. Salem Dharanidharan is saying that there is only 559 policemen.
I'll explain that.
This is what we are saying.
No, I think they're twisting the words.
Are all forced.
No.
They make even the additional chief secretary.
I think that's what you are saying.
No.
27,000.
No, answer this question. 20:1. 20:1 ratio.
You are talking about 10,000.
You didn't listen to me.
Exactly.
So is there only 599?
You didn't listen to me.
Correct. So if there is a 20:1 ratio and they say we were prepared for 20,000 people, there should be at least 1,000
You
persons
did not
there.
listen to me in the beginning. My introductory remark itself, I said there were 10,000 people. They sought permission for. 599 people were there. Why did the number increase from 10,000 to more? I clearly explained why. Vijay was supposed to stand up in the podium and wave to the left and the right to the people.
No, but
then he went inside the podium. People have followed in the last 20 minutes.
People were parachuted. 20,000 people parachuted.
Vijay was requested. Vijay was requested not to do it.
No, you have made that point earlier. Now listen to my question. My question is very simple. You made all these points earlier. Let's not repeat and waste time of everybody else. The simple question he is asking is, if you claim that you were prepared for 20,000 people in a 20:1 ratio, you should have had 1,000 people there. That is not the case. You are also saying only 500 were there.
They sought permission for 10,000 people. Right? Normally in any rally, the police ratio is 100 people, one policeman. Across the
Okay.
country, you can go and check any rally.
No,
Right?
that
Even
depends
Prime
on the
Minister
crowd.
rally. Even
It's
Prime
all
Minister
about
rally, you
it.
can go check.
What
Right?
for the IPSS officers all there?
But
They are
40
supposed
is
to be
to
there
1.
to understand what
40
nature of crowd is.
right?
If
There
there are
are
10
only
rowdies,
10,000 people
Let me
there.
come to another
Because
important
Vijay
factor.
went inside the caravan
Madhav,
okay.
and shut off the light.
Madhav.
It is deviating from the what was given in the letter. They gave in the letter.
All right. Calm down.
If you have
Calm
to
down.
arrest 10
Panicking.
rowdies, you need
Let me
50
see.
policemen.
Their lives
If you
are
have to
being
arrest
Okay.
just 10
because their lives
rowdies.
are being expelled. There are panicking.
Nadia, I want
Now,
Nadia to come in. Nadia, a lot of the
Clearly the
legality,
lies are being
a number of points being made as far as the legality is concerned, as far as the accountability is concerned, but the DMK is repeatedly saying it is Vijay who is primarily accountable for this entire disaster. It was entirely preventable if it was indeed the case. And also, why is this not a fit case for Mr. Vijay to be made one of the accused in this case? Nadia.
See, I don't agree to this statement completely, because if Vijay did not follow protocols, whose duty was it to make Vijay follow the protocols, to make the organizers follow the protocols? The court has time and again questioned at Madurai as well as the Madras High Court, stating, is it not the duty of the police to protect, to do crowd management, to see protocols are in place, to see that there is risk assessment? It is very easy to say Vijay is responsible, TVK is responsible, but what is the state government doing to see that everybody is doing their obligations to the T? Today it's very easy for you to come and play the blame game when the tragedy has happened and say that the investigation is ongoing and it's Vijay's responsibility completely. The state's duty to safeguard the citizens is primary, and the state should have then stopped the TVK organizers from flouting the rules and regulations, and also had emergency preparedness. From their own statement, they are saying that they were only 500 when they had to be prepared for 20,000.
No, the state government will be held accountable. The courts do that, but the accountability of the individual does not get absorbed. Vijay runs away from that spot. He is not there, does not visit anybody. Vijay does not speak to anyone for 72 hours. He puts out a video. There, no accountability taken. You are saying there could be accountability of TVK. Vijay has not taken the accountability. No press conference, no public appearance. Is he afraid that the public may act against him, that there is so much public anger against him? And is this the manner for a future leader to behave?
Actually, people should know, if Vijay is going to come to that spot again there will be a crowd, much more crowded, who supports him, and another crowd who opposes him. Again, there will be a violence there. Some chaotic situations will occur.
So you should run away to Chennai.
He is not running away. The protocols, actually, they advised Vijay not to be in the situation, because the situation is getting worse. To safeguard the people's, to ensure the people's safety, he left the place.
And why
He
didn't
is
he speak?
also a
He would have
human
spoken from
being,
Chennai.
just like you and me. He is also a human being. When you feel that we have to go and meet the people, when I feel that we have to meet the people, those fans and people have come there just for seeing Vijay.
No, but
Then
even if I buy your argument, why did he not speak for 72 hours?
Be the person feeling,
No public
feeling very
appearance,
bad, right?
no public appearance, no commentary for 72 hours, and even now, not even a press conference. What kind of accountability standard is he setting?
We need justice, because we know that there is some conspiracy engineered by DMK cadres, and I would like
What
to
is the
ask
proof of
you,
that conspiracy?
I would like to answer you that one by one. There is an ambulance. When there is so many people fainting there is ambulance. Inside the ambulance, what happened? Is there any CPR given? No. They didn't do any kind of first aid treatment was given by any nurses in any ambulances. We have inquired personally to the families. There is no CPR given. If there is a first aid given, they would have safeguarded so many lives.
All right.
And also they have announced the death very soon, and also the post-mortem was done even after the sunset.
Quick
which
closing
is not
comment.
in
No
the
CPR
rule.
given, no first aid given. Quick comment.
Has come out from the High Court. No rallies on roads and highways. That's a very, very big step in Indian
Yes. So
politics.
why was it allowed? Why was it allowed is definitely going to be a question.
Sir, we did
Were
not
locations
allow
not
them.
given?
Court gave them the permission.
There are definitely
And
questions that arise.
more importantly,
We are completely out of time. Salem Dharanidharan, Ranjana Nachyar, Kalyan Raman, as well as Dr. P. Pularao, Kapil Madan, Kovai Sathyan, Nadia Sargaro. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of the National Debate.